from San Francisco, California. This is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name is Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Friday. I believe this is August 5th, 2022. It's 4:09 p.m. I'm up here in Santa Rosa, which is about usually an hour drive from San Francisco, but being Friday afternoon, was a 2-hour drive. So I'm up at the farm in Santa Rosa. It's the family farm for my wife's family. She kind of grew up on this farm. There's a bunch of apple orchards, and there's some peach trees. They're having their yearly company party. The Butlers had played here once. It was a 70s keg party theme. Once Featherwich played, I don't remember what theme that was. This year it's a Hawaiian theme. They got a band I was going to be playing, probably, I don't know what kind of band. I guess they're going to play Hawaiian music. It's pineapples, it's luau stuff. Well, as I told you before, I was asked, once they had backtrack a little bit, once they had a Cajun themed party, and that was a good one because he got like 100 pounds of crawfish. So I got to man the crawfish boil. That was a good time, man. So this time I was asked to man. He originally asked me if I would be interested in roasting a pig underground like they do in Hawaii, and I said, well, I've never done that. I don't know if I'm confident doing that, but there's this thing called a Lakaja something. It's a roasting box for roasting whole pigs, and I suggested that he try that. So he bought one of these things. I'm going to walk outside. I'm in my truck because it's quieter. I'm going to walk out to it here. It is called Beni Casa, shoplatintouch.com. It's basically a big box, a pig roast instructions. It's written on the side. Start with 12 to 15 pounds of charcoal. It says if it's a 36 to 70 pound pig, after charcoal, add charcoal after 1 hour, 10 pounds, add after another hour, 10 pounds, another 10 pounds. I might have to go get more charcoal. ShopLatinTouch.com. Anyway, it's a roasting box, and you put the pig inside of it, and then you put charcoal on top of it, and you light the charcoal, and it's supposed to cook in, I think it claims to cook it in 4 hours. I think it's going to be I'm going to probably cook it about 6 hours. But tonight I'm going to be marinating it. I already made the marinade. It's called a Moja, M-O-J-A marinade. It's actually a Cuban marinade. I just Googled the best marinade for a roasting a whole pig, and it came up with all these Cuban recipes and all of the YouTube videos for roasting a pig are this marinade as well. It consists of orange juice, lemon juice, oregano, cumin, and a whole head of garlic. I smushed the garlic up in a mortar and pestle. Got a really nice mortar and pestle over at Don's house, and so I did that. It's on ice right now in a big bowl, and then I'm going to inject the marinade into the pig. The pig is on its way here. My brother-in-law is actually going to pick it up now. Hopefully it's going to fit in this box. If it does not, I'm going to have to cut off the feet and probably the head as well, and I'm going to put those on ice and take them home if they're too big. So then you inject the marinade into the pig, and all of the garlic and oregano and cumin that is settled to the bottom, you rub that on the inside, and then you put salt on the pig as well. So that's going to marinate overnight. Then I'm going to get up super early in the morning, and I'm going to fire up this roasting box. I'm going to open up a beer here since I don't have anything to do. I'm drinking Pacifico. I stopped and got a 12-pack of Pacifico on the way, so I'll take a sip of the first beer of the day. Oh, that's good. It's a little, not really cold enough, so I got it in the refrigerator, cooling down. I'll probably put some on ice. I may go have dinner with Casey, my old friend Casey, because he lives up here in Santa Rosa. The wife is up here. One of the houses, the house that the grandfather, Ken Moore, used to live in before he died, may rest in peace. My brother-in-law took over the business. They were marine surveyors, but Ken, the grandfather, the house where he stays in the back here, is now an Airbnb, and the wife and I are staying in the Airbnb. Then there's a tiny house behind here that one of the granddaughters lives in. The house in the front, Kevin, my brother-in-law, lives in, and then there's a little Airstream trailer. It's kind of like an Airstream knockoff trailer that people stay in as well. His son and daughter-in-law are here. They have a newborn baby as well, and should be a good time. I am a little nervous about roasting a pig, but I'm going to stay confident. I don't really know how you can screw it up. The only way you can really screw it up is to undercook it, I would imagine. I guess maybe you could overcook it. We'll see. I got a wireless, not a wireless, but a meat probe. So I'm going to stick it in there, and I'm going to watch the YouTube videos again tonight. I'll probably watch about 5 or 6 of them tonight before I go to bed. And I'll let you know how the pig turned out. I don't know if you ever had a whole roasted pig. I've had them in this thing. I've gone to some, at some of the kayaking events, they roast whole pigs, and it always comes out really good. And if those guys can do it, you know, those people aren't cooks. Those are just, I'm not a cook either, but if they can do it, I think I can figure it out. And I seem to remember them cooking the pigs about 6 hours. And if you cook a pig 6 hours, that seems about the right time. As long as I can keep the charcoal lit. But what else am I going to do here? I'm not a very sociable guy. So, you know, I'll man the pig station. That'll give me something to do. And it'll make me feel important, I guess. All right. Well, that's a little update on what's happening on day 5 of the dog days of podcasting. When I was in the shower, getting ready to come on this drive, but it took me so long to get here with the traffic. But with this truck I got a new truck. It's not new, but it's new to me. It came with a free trial of Sirius, so I turned on Eddie Trunk, and he did a little bit of news of the day, and it said that Whitesnake, who was supposed to be going on tour with Scorpions, pulled out of the tour. The bill was supposed to be Scorpions, Whitesnake, and Thundermother on the U.S. tour. Now it's Thundermother supporting. I don't know what happened with Whitesnake. I think Coverdale's sick or something. They're not really saying, and I don't really care, to be honest. Well, I don't hope he dies or anything. I mean, I care that I don't want him to be sick, but I don't care that they canceled the tour, because I'm not a Whitesnake fan. But I am a Thundermother fan, and I'm happy for those girls in Thundermother, because this means they get a longer set, and this could actually be a big break for them. They'll go on later. You know, when you support and you're playing in front of pretty much the full house, before they would have been playing as people were walking in, kind of like Classless Act is doing. They wouldn't have gone on at 4 o'clock. They would have probably gone on at 6:37. Now they'll go on at 8, I guess, which is about, you know, when everybody will be in the venue. I'm assuming it's arenas. They're coming out here in October, I think. I have an interview request in, and I'm hoping that Lars Lenova, who knows the girls in Thundermother, will, hoping he'll listen to this episode and tell the girls that I would like to go to the show and interview them. I'll pay for the ticket. I don't care. I just would like to talk to the girls in person. That would be kind of cool. And I wish them the best. So, yeah, bad news for Whitesnake and Whitesnake fans, but good news for Thundermother and people who don't know of Thundermother, because I got a feeling that they're going to make a lot of fans on this tour. Bunch of hot chicks playing good hard rock, and they rock out on stage too. And that Guernica girl, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing her name, but she can. That woman can sing, and that girl's a great guitar player. The bass player is great, drummer's great. They're a rocking band. They play fun music, so it's going to be. I think this tour is going to do really well for Thundermother, and they're going to sell a lot of product and make a lot of fans. So good for Thundermother. I wish them the best. So I'm going to close out with a Thundermother tune. I will get back into the covers tomorrow probably, or the next day. I had a cover, but I thought with this Thundermother news and the Whitesnake pouring out news, it would be good to play maybe a Thundermother tune. Thank you for listening before I do. Tomorrow I'll talk about the pig and I'll take a picture of the pig and all that. It should be arriving any second now, and I'm going to have to help unload it and all that. I'm going to have to split it and help. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. All right, friends. rockandrollgeek.com is where you can find the show. Find all the Dog Days of Podcasting people. There's like 15 or something like that 15 podcasters doing it. Find that at dogdaysofpodcasting.com. Find this show at rockandrollgeek.com. Rockandrollgeek@gmail.com is where you can contact me, send me audio comments. I'm getting a few trickling in now. Thank you so much for everybody who's sending, and please keep them coming. rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Just record it on your phone and email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Find me on the Facebook R&R Geek. Sign up for the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group if you're into rock talk, because there's a lot of it there. Just look for Rock and Roll Geek Show on the Facebook. It's a group, private group. Also, find me on the Twitter, R&R Geek. Find me on the Instagram, Rock and Roll Geek. Don't ask. I'll talk to you tomorrow, friends. Here is Thundermother, Driving in Style.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.